Hello everyone, welcome to yoga today. My name is Joy. For today's class, we're going to be doing a yoga flow that's going to help us open up our heart space to more kindness. So if you're someone who every so once in a while gets a little frustrated, upset, or even angry, that's pretty much most people at certain times are going to feel that way. It's usually due to maybe us not feeling cared for in ourselves, or something that we do really care about that we don't feel is seen by others. Maybe that's even ourselves. So sometimes by bringing a little self-care to our own self, that can help us bring more compassion, understanding, and care to others. So let's get started. Just in a seated position, you can sit in a conflict or a lotus position, whatever's comfortable for you. Sit nice and tall through the spine. Let's take about 3 deep breaths in. Breathe in through the nose. Hold that breath for a moment and just let all that oxygen start to fill your body. Breathe in a little bit more if we can. Hold it there. One more breath if we can. And then exhale. Let that tension go. Let's sweep our arms high. Breathe in. And exhale, start to let one arm drop to the side while we reach over and begin turning our top shoulder down and back open. Opening our chest and opening our heart space. So when we have tightness through our back, through our shoulders, it's like we're carrying that weight of the world on our shoulders. We want to just let that go. Drop it away. Open back up one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, open other side. Take that beautiful side stretch again. Maybe dropping that shoulder down and up. Just waving away any tension or tightness here today. Letting go of that tension and knowing that we all have many struggles, but keeping a space of gratitude helps us remember all the beautiful things within that balance. So now with our arms each to the side, representing that balance in our life, let's twist one way, breathe in, and exhale. Twist the other way, breathe in. Exhale. Just moving side to side, bringing our awareness as well to that there's two sides, at least two sides, if not many more, to every situation. And as we pause, taking our hand to one ear. So I here have right hand to left ear, flexing left hand away. We're going to just begin dropping our chin down and up. This movement in our neck wakes up our throat chakra. It can allow us some space to find an openness for the words we need to say to express what's on our mind or in our heart. Taking that the other way and always keeping that reminder as we do this other side that whatever it is that we feel, think, or experience, there's others in this world that have maybe different opinions, thoughts, feelings, or experiences. Just being able to find awareness and compassion for that. As we're ready now, let's take our hands, link them together, representing linking together all of these different qualities, things, places, experiences, and people in our life. Round our back and push those palms forward. Tuck the chin. Let's open up that whole spine. Breathe and exhale. Lengthen up tall. Let's let the hands fall to the back of the head, chest and heart open, elbows open. We're going to do a couple spine ripples, tucking our chin, closing the elbows, rounding the back, and then rolling up lower, middle, upper, shoulders, neck, and head, elbows open. We're going to continue, but I'm going to show from the sides. You can see how the spine is going to, as we tuck our chin in, really round back. Feel free to even turn that chin a bit side to side. And then as we roll up lower, middle, upper, shoulders, neck, and head, elbows open, chest and heart shine open. Let's do about 2 more, just rounding here. Breathe in. Exhale, gently rolling back up. 1 more time. Breathe in. Shine that heart open. Exhale, tuck and round. And slowly come back up nice and tall. Take a moment as we're seated. We're going to get lots more movement in, but before we do that, just take a reflection in this moment. Check in with how you're feeling on this day. Ask yourself if there's any space you can make for more compassion, kindness, and love for yourself or for others. Just let yourself sit in a moment of stillness and silence. Notice your heart beating in your chest, finding some gratitude for every breath that fills our lungs today. Let's take one more big inhale. Exhale, let our hands press away and down behind us. We're going to uncross our legs or open up our feet a little wider and start to swish our knees a little bit, side to side, just waking up the hips. Hips can hold some of those uncomfortable feelings at times, but they can also hold our creativity and our awakening to new possibilities. So let's flip over, checking with a new experience here, coming back to our hands and knees. Let's take a few cat-cows. Let that weight of the world fall down off your shoulders again. Let any tension release down from the hips. And then let's look forward to that new opportunity, new way of looking at our life today. Head and tailbone up, breathe in. Exhale, continue that movement. So all these movements we do, you guys have probably done many times if you do yoga, but even having this ability to think about how our body reflects our feelings, our thoughts and our emotions, that can help us to really deepen our practice as well and get even more out of our yoga flow, not just for our physical body, but bringing it to our awareness mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. Let's begin shifting hand to hand, knee to knee. As we shift, we start to carry that weight one side to the other, and then we find that perfect balance right in the middle. Let's shift towards our fingertips, back towards the knees, towards the heels, side and forward. We take these circles a little bigger at our own pace, and feel free to let elbows and joints bend and move if you want to. This is totally up to you. Let these movements be intuitive and be natural, and whatever it is you need today, when you're ready to release, pour that heart forward, chest and heart melting down, flexing our hands forward, breathing in, feeling our fingertips reach up towards the sky, and then flip the palms open. This represents opening our heart to all of the beautiful things life has for us today. Breathe in, and exhale, bringing the palms together towards the top of our head. Let's let our chin gently rest on the floor if we're able, otherwise maybe forehead down if our neck feels restricted there. And just take a few moments of meditating on some of the ways others have been so kind to you in your life, ways you've been kind to yourself. As you think about this kindness, let your heart fill with gratitude, and let that kindness that has been given to you in your life inspire you to be kind to others in your life. Think about a time maybe when unexpectedly someone was kind to you, or maybe when even you felt maybe you weren't being the kindest, but someone else still showed you grace. And notice if you could find a way to bring that back to others in your life. Maybe if there's some moments where some people were maybe not being as kind to you as they could, but you can still be aware that you can reverse that feeling by being kind and bringing back towards them. And in turn, hopefully they will be kind to you as well. But without expectation, knowing that some people will not choose to be kind. We can't always do things expecting others to respond any type of way because we have no control of what anyone but ourselves does. So, continue being kind as a choice and finding gratitude for all those moments when others choose kindness as well. Let's take about 5 more deep breaths here. As we feel ready, we'll come back down to our belly. Elbows under our shoulders, neck nice and long. So we can take an ear shoulder to shoulder again and rolling that chin side to side. So now here, letting go of anything that has been said to us or that we've said that we feel could have been kinder, and replacing that with some kind ways to speak or to even think of others or ourselves. Let's pause for a moment with our chin down. Let that back of the neck, representing our past or past words that were spoken, let that tuck through the chin and open that space through the back of your neck as our palms are open. Again, forgiving ourselves for any time we could have been kinder, and knowing that as we move forward, we'll bring this new awareness into our life, that the words we continue to speak will be kind, thoughtful, caring, loving, and true. As we keep our chin closed, we gaze up and open our neck, open to that new possibility, that new way of speaking and being, and bringing more kindness into the world. Knowing that with every kind word you speak, you're bringing a new energy into the world that can bring so much love to anyone who feels it. Let's take a moment and breathe in, and as we exhale, chest drops down, hands under the shoulders, just roll those shoulders back. Let's come up through our cobra or upward dog. Wave through this at your own pace. Take the time you need to take. Everyone's a little different, so some of us might need to do this several times to feel open. Others might be ready to start twisting shoulders side to side, or maybe rolling hips side to side. And one of our favorite movements coming up is a really big heart opener, but also opens up our solar plexus and really wakes up our center of confidence. Sometimes it takes confidence to be kind. So let's take our right knee to a bend. Fold over so our right foot lays flat. Breathe in. And exhale, wake up that confidence to be kind as we float up and slowly down. Remembering that sometimes we're surrounded by unkindness, and it feels like the more common thing to do to continue to say maybe unkind things like everyone else around us, but we can be that change and choose the opposite. Even if we're the only one choosing that choice, we could be that person in the moment to say, I'm going to be kind right now. Let's hold this for a moment and notice how that takes some strength, but we can do it. One more big breath. Exhale, flipping back over. Let's take a chaturanga, cobra, upward dog. Go all the way through a downward dog. Clear any stagnant or tight energy here away. Let it fall out through the heels. Let it pedal through the hips and roll down the back of the legs. Let any insecurities from our past just blow away with every exhale. Shifting out into a plank position. Let's hold here for 3 breaths again, firing up that center, that strength, that stability in that core. Breathe in. Exhale, take one more big breath. Let's exhale, roll to the sides of the feet, side plank. Here we are, waking up to one side. What does that one side look like? Do we want to challenge? Maybe raising one leg, maybe taking the bottom leg through. This is another variation. I show you guys options that could be accessible to some of us, maybe not for everyone, so don't worry if this isn't for you today. Some people prefer a knee down, finding support here. Take that side plank in your own flavor. One more breath. Exhale, center. Let's try second side. Open up. Maybe this is our side plank today. Maybe kneel. Maybe we lift our top leg. Ooh, maybe we fall out of it and need to come back. This happens to us all the time. Where we get a pose, we do it wonderfully, and some days we're feeling wobbly. That's normal because your body reacts to your emotions every day. Sliding your bottom leg if you wish. Reminding yourself on those days you feel wobbly, you can ask yourself, where do I need a little more care today? And as we're ready, let's step into plank, lower chaturanga, cobra, upward dog. And beautiful moment now to bend our left knee, flip to that second side, left palm open, chest and heart open. Being that warrior you are today of kindness, fly up and down through those hips. So being a warrior of kindness is being somebody who will choose love and kindness no matter the circumstance. That takes a very strong ability to do because life will test you every moment. Some people will say cruel things, do cruel things, or just being aware of all the things in our world that are sad can make it hard to be cheerful and kind. And we may not always feel cheerful. I definitely don't feel cheerful every day. Some days I cry a lot, feel sad, but choosing kindness always helps us feel better, others feel better, and that kindness will come back to you in unexpected ways. Let's step back over into our plank and take another flow down, back up through cobra, upward dog, and then finally downward dog, walking our feet out. Take a moment and pause here in your downward dog. Check in with how you're feeling after reflecting on all of these things. Take a moment, gaze up at the hands, bend the knees, and see if you'd like to take a little crouch up, little jump up into our yogi squat. So I'm going to turn and face you so you can kind of see, but most of you guys probably know this one. Heels down, knees wide, pressing a little bit out with those hands, okay? We want to feel our knees are opening, chest opening, our spine is tall. If for any reason we need to come up a little bit, that's okay. Everyone's hips will react a little different. Our hips hold deep emotions. So sometimes these deep emotions go all the way back to times we were a child, whether our friends or family could have been kinder at some moments. Finding forgiveness in this moment for anyone who didn't see us as a child or who didn't love us how maybe we needed in that moment. tapping into that can be intense. Breathe through it. It's okay to cry or feel as though you just need a minute. Sometimes you might have to pause this video or just give yourself the rest of the day to reflect, but notice that reflecting on any ways you could have been cared for more as a child, we're going to go on a little journey today, and you're going to be that person you need for yourself, okay? So let's hold the unconditional love mudra. We're going to spread our fingers out like a beautiful lotus flower. Hold that in front of your heart, and this is the unconditional love mudra. So you're going to bring this unconditional love to yourself back in that moment you needed it. Reflect on any moment in your life you needed that love, whether you were a child, a grown person, maybe it was today, maybe it was yesterday. Whatever that moment is that you need that love, I want you to visualize what you wish was said to you or done instead in that moment that could have been more loving or caring. And you can go back in time through your mind and travel there and be that person that you needed in that moment. So let's take a few moments to reflect on that as we start to reach out, opening up, spreading that love out through the whole atmosphere. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that love back to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it back in. Some affirmations in this moment could be bringing yourself that reminder that you are loved. Inhaling and bringing that affirmation to yourself that you are cared for. Breathing in, reaching out and bringing in that energy that you matter and your thoughts and feelings matter just as much. Inhale. Exhale, bring back to your heart that you're protected, safe, and loved, and that your future self is so grateful for all you're doing here to be that love that you need for yourself. 2 more big breaths in. Any other thoughts or feelings or affirmations you want to bring back into yourself in your past that will affect your present and your future. 1 more, breathe in. And we exhale, come back. Beautiful job. Let's open out, find a balance. It can just be a little star. Or maybe we take our half moon, maybe we bind that. We're checking in with our balance on one side, breathe in. Right hand down, left arm back. See if you can find that opposite foot. If not, it's okay. Again, these can be a little bit advanced, but check in what's feeling right today. We're going to go into a twist to really detoxify. So tuck that right knee down now, outside of your left ankle. Or maybe you're on the other side. Either way, you have one leg crossed on top. We're going to take our opposite arm. So here I have left leg, right arm, twist. Gaze over your back shoulder. Again, anytime we twist, we're kind of wringing out those internal organs. Just like our muscles can hold our stress, our tension, or our pain, our organs can do the same. Wringing that out with deep breaths in. Exhale. Unwind, unfold. Let's come into a little forward fold. Clear that energy. Wide feet, hands draw down the back. Breathe in. Exhale, soften through the knees, roll up. Everything opens out through the arms. Let's find our goddess pose. Index finger, thumb together. Elbows pull in. And lift through the heels. Breathe in. When we think of goddess pose, we might think of the goddess Kali or Durga or that mother goddess or Mother Earth. So think about, even as you were a child, maybe you wanted some love and care that maybe you wish you had from a mother. Maybe your mother did give you that love, or maybe not, but know that you can bring that love into yourself here in this moment. Breathe in. Find that love you need, and let's check in with the second side. Open. And we hold. Take a breath. Sometimes it's hard to bring love to ourselves when it hasn't been brought to us by anyone else. That's okay. Just know that you deserve it. You're a beautiful person. You're here today. You made it. You survived on this planet however long it took to be here. Just being here every day is a congratulations. Take 1 more big breath. And let's exhale. Switch sides if you want to twist it. So if we switch, we only are switching the arms. So if you're binding, you're just switching arms. It can be a little wobbly again. Don't worry if you're wobbling. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall. We all do at times. And that's part of kindness, being kind to ourselves and knowing it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Then we take Our left knee, we tuck it down behind the right, or if you're on the right side, tuck right behind left. We're on the second side for our twist. This is going to be left arm against right leg for me here. Make sure you have opposite arm against leg. Look back over your shoulder. Wringing out those internal organs again. Big breath in. Exhale, let go of any stress or tension. Great job. As we unwind, we're going to one more time unfold through the legs and find our big forward fold. Maybe take our hands behind the back. Maybe clasp our elbows and just sway a little bit side to side. Just let each leg get a moment of release. And then let's take our toes to turn out to the side and do a little wave side to side. Some of us stay up higher. Some of us are going to go pretty low and come into our Skandasana. Be mindful of your body. Remember that none of us are going to look exactly the same doing these stretches. Again, that's part of kindness, is understanding that it's okay to be different. You can be the only person doing something the way you do it, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with being original, yourself, and special, as we all are. And sometimes when we face unkindness, it comes from a space of expectation. When we feel we need to be something a specific way, we can often be unkind to ourselves. Or when we maybe think others need to be a certain way, we might have an expectation for them. Maybe it's an expectation that they never even really gave us any reason to have. We just do, and we have to let go of that. Let's turn back over to our right side. We have right leg in front, left leg back. We're going to go into a low lunge. Release that knee, top of the foot, sweep the arms high, breathe in. And let's exhale, press through that leg. Sweep forward, breathe in. Exhale, press out. Sweep forward, and right arm reaches back. Look at that left foot. If you want to pull that foot in, feel free. If you want to fold into a half split here, go ahead. This is a moment to explore. So maybe hold your half split halfway up. Maybe fold back by the shin, or maybe take your full split. Take your time, breathe in. Exhale, take another big breath in. Exhale, one more breath in. As we exhale, wherever we're at, we're gonna plant our right foot down, tuck our left toe under, circle right arm high, taking a little twist here, and then circle left arm high and turn back out into our Skandasana. Draw over to the left, and then turn back over to this side and find our next low lunge. Right knee dropping down, sweep the arms high, press through that left leg, and softly roll forward. Breathing in, exhaling out, feeling that kindness just flowing through your body as you acknowledge all the beautiful ways that we can share love with others by just accepting them for who they are, as well as just accepting ourselves for who we are. Maybe we pause here. This might feel nice, or maybe we drop our chest over that shin, maybe further back. Before we do that, we might want to take that same bind we did on the first side. Let's maybe skip the bind. That's okay too. You can skip things that don't feel right for you. Anytime you need to. And let's take a moment and come down. Remembering that being kind is not always saying yes to everybody. That's another thing we have to keep in mind, because when we feel like maybe we need to take a break and then we do something because someone asked us, later we might feel angry, and that anger can come from us not caring for ourselves or not being kind enough to ourselves. So we have to find a balance within that. Think about some ways in which you can stand up for yourself. If maybe you're not feeling supported by others, maybe sometimes saying no to them so that you can support yourself. And that's another way to bring more kindness in your life. Take a few more moments to reflect. Deep breaths in and out. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Let's take one more inhale. Reach up. Let's plant our left foot. And now we tuck our right toes and circle left high. Circle right arm high. Turn that right leg out. Drop it down. And let's see if we can take this left leg. So if you're up a little higher, that's okay. Take maybe a scoot in. Find your own way down. But I'm just going to show you how I get down. I just go like this. Your choice. Take whatever you need to get down. Okay, we're all going to do that a little different. Arms open. reach side to side. Let's take our big straddle. We're finding that evenness, that beauty of each side of our body, bringing some balance to us. And even in our bodies, you'll notice every side isn't quite the same. One side might feel a little tighter, more sore, or anything like that. And just breathing and being okay with asymmetry, being okay with just loving life in all of its chaos, and knowing that this journey is here for your growth and your ability to love others and continually deepening that love. And so to deepen that love, we often have to find a challenge to get through. So if like everyone you met was just always completely nice and everything was just perfect in this world, and then one thing went wrong, a lot of people would be very surprised and maybe not as kind as they could. So we have things go wrong all the time, and you just have to be used to it. Know that kindness is there, love is always there. As long as you can bring that love into the equation, no one is without care, no one is without kindness, and everyone will be okay, and we can get through this together. So as you're holding your straddle, I came forward a little. You're welcome to come forward as well. Check that your legs can still stretch out to the side of you. And just breathe. It doesn't matter if you're high up seated like this, or if you walked forward. Let's just meditate about 3 breaths. Take your time, come back up, shake your legs back in. You can take a butterfly if you wish and take a little hold. Or you can come back to whatever cross-legged or lotus position felt right as the beginning of class started. So we're going to finish similar to how we ended, but we're going to take that same mudra we did earlier, our unconditional love mudra, spreading our fingers and putting that in front of our heart. And this mudra mantra we say, my heart blossoms open with unconditional love. So take a moment to just reflect on that. Feel your heart blossoming open with that unconditional love. And I want to teach you one more, our Teya's mudra, which brings just our index finger together here. And we can kind of let go with the pinky fingers here and still hold that in front of your heart. So we can move between these two very easily, just by changing pinky finger and index finger, okay? So when you're doing that, holding Teya's mudra, this one is wonderful when you feel a challenge on being kind, when the surroundings around you aren't as kind as you wish, and you have to be that warrior in the moment. So we say for this mantra, I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. And we remind ourselves how amazing it is to be kind, how amazing it is to be that loving person, even in the face of unkindness. So we're going to go through these mudras just a few more times. And again, I'll remind you as we hold our fingers all open and just thumbs together and pinky fingers together. We hold our unconditional love mudra and we say, I embrace the radiant brilliance, or for this one we say, my heart blossoms open with unconditional love. And then we bring index finger together and say, for Teya's mudra, I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. My heart blossoms open with unconditional love. I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. And palms together, Anjali mudra, palms in front of our forehead, that our thoughts may be full of kindness, love, and truth. Palms in front of our lips that we say, our words may be kind, thoughtful, loving, and full of truth. Palms in front of our heart to represent those kindness, thoughtful, and loving feelings that we can bring out into this world from our heart center. And our 2 palms together in Anjali mudra reminds us of those differences, those opposites in our own body and in our life coming together to bring more loving care to others, and bringing that forgiveness to ourselves for any unkindness we've caused or experienced, we bring that forgiveness to others and ourselves, and remind ourselves that every day we can choose this journey to continue to walk with kindness every step of the way, finding love for all of the beings on this planet and beyond, and everything within our sphere of awareness, and even beyond that, bringing love and kindness to the whole, everything, everywhere. And Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste. Have a beautiful day.